bonus tips, and these are just like, duh, of course you should do these, but they've helped me a lot. 2 bonus tips is if you keep seeing a similar thing. So let's say you talk to 3 of your clients and they're all like not scheduling leads because they're answering the phone like a dipshit. Like they're just answering and saying, hey, this is Jackie with Jackie's Concrete. And the clients are like, who's Jackie? I thought I called Bentonville Concrete, right? If you're getting that with a lot of clients and the numbers that are coming in and the numbers that are scheduled are vastly different, it seems like that's your thing. A little hack is to make a video that gives tips, that explains that process. Okay, that's just like an idea. And we've actually done this. So when as soon as our leads go direct, our clients get a video, because we started getting a bunch of clients and they were texting us. And they're like, hey, I don't see any leads from Evergreen. And it's like, well, did you see the influx of leads that say, or of emails that say call rep? Like, did you maybe assume that was from like a call service? Like, anyway, so we started getting that from a couple of people and they just wanted to blame us. Like, I didn't know that it said call rep. Were you getting those a day ago? No. Okay, well, like, use your head, whatever, it's fine. So what we did is we went and made a video, and it's a video is called How Direct Leads Work. And what it is, it's my smiling face on a screen. And I'm like, hey, and I make it really general. Hey, just wanted to explain how this is going to work. Okay. Boom. And I explain it. So here's how the customer sees it. Customer goes here, they click on this and they call, and then boom. And then when the email comes in, if you don't answer, it's going to go like this. And you're going to get this email that looks like this, and blah, 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 blah. And I made this into a Vimeo video and I generalized it and put how direct leads work. And so now, as soon as we close the deal, we send this beautiful little video, little Vimeo zinger, and it explains all of that. Okay. Guess who hasn't had problems with that since? This guy, our company. Okay. So a little hack, make videos that answer things that keep coming up. Okay. Make them once, make them general, make them in depth, but not too overbearing. And you can continue. So now you just send a link. Now you send an email. So as soon as we sign the client, my guy Dylan, he sends an email. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Here's a video that shows exactly how the leads are coming in. Now, when they start complaining, hey, did you watch the video? Nope. Go watch that video and then we'll talk. Okay. That's one idea. Another one that I put is you could also speed this up and you could show them, you could create a video on how to diagnose the problem. Hey, not closing deals. Let's how to diagnose where the problem is, blah, blah, blah. And you could go through those questions. I like that specific part I like to do in person or on the phone, but just an idea. Okay. So here's the takeaways, and we're going to jump into Q&A really quick. Okay. Takeaways are this. Number 1, don't oversell. Okay. Do not oversell. And you'll hear me say this next time. You'll hear me say it in the group, the free group. You'll hear me say it over and over and over and over and over, because this is where it starts. This is where the problems are starting for a lot of you. Do not oversell. Okay. Next, when the clients are in their first contract with you, or you have pre-sold a deal, it's either a pre-sell or it's not ranked fully, you need to be doing at least 2 soft touches. Can you do 1 a week? Sure. But you need to be doing at least a mid-month touch-in or touch-in. Wow, that sounded bad. You need to do a check-in mid-month, and then you need to be doing more of an in-depth dig-in at the end of the month. Period, end of story. If they're in that first contract and you want to see a second contract and a third, especially on those pre-sales, make sure, and even if you have a site that's been producing for months and months and months and months, you still need to be doing these 2 touches, because they might be getting 50 leads. But if they're not closing jobs, you will lose the client. Okay. Make sure that you have a plan. Takeaway number 3, make sure you have a plan for those touches. So when you call, don't just call and open up the floor and say, hey, how's things going? How can we improve? Because you will get answers. And then all of a sudden we're planting seeds. Okay. And listen, like if they do bring stuff up that are concerned without you asking, then listen. And again, don't just buy people's bullshit and dig into it. Okay. Then make sure that there are enough leads, because if you're not averaging that 10 to 15, then it is going to be a problem, because that's what you base the numbers off of. But 10 to 15, if you follow all the steps, even with strictly ads, as long as you let them know it was an average, that is so realistic. That's like a lead every 3 days. That's a lead that's 2 a week. Like that is nothing. It's like just a little bit over 2 a week. So make sure they're getting enough leads. If you need to bump up the ads, if you need to double down on your SEO efforts, if you need to get another GMB, make sure they're hitting those lead numbers. And then lastly is help them diagnose where they are losing the deals. Okay. Help them diagnose that and then start looking for solutions to those actual problems. Are they not booking calls? Are they not getting they're not getting all the way to the estimate? They're giving the estimate, but they're not closing? Start digging in. But before you can do that, first of all, you got to find out their problem may not even be any of that. Their problem may be they're not even keeping track and they have no idea. And that might be first call. They're like, I have no idea. And you say, well, how are we going to improve on this? Unless you know your numbers. And so month one, you might say, hey, homework is next month. I want to know exactly how many calls came in, how many that you got a hold of, how many, and the ones that you didn't get a hold of, how many times did you try to call them, Jackie? Jackie, did you only call one time and you just gave up and you went back to the Pringles? Or did you call 4, 5, 6 times? Okay. If you didn't call 7 times, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Also, Jackie, do you have just curious, do you have a weird area code? Did you move here from another state? If you did, that's no problem. If you're calling from your cell phone, here's a little bit of a tip. Tell them you're calling from your cell phone. Otherwise, they might think this and the thing I want you guys to realize is the only way to scale a business is the client has to be making money. Okay. And I know that sucks. I wish that we could just pipe them full of leads and that will work. You just pipe people full of leads. They will be happy for a time and you will keep them for a certain period of time. But if you want to keep clients, like I have luckily been able to do for 4 years and where you barely even have to talk to them, get them results. Okay. Grant Cardone, I swear I share this like every day, but Grant Cardone said, if you want to keep a client for life, make them money. Okay. And so whatever that looks like. And I'm, by the way, just so you guys know, I'm doing my level best for some of you guys that thought you were going to get a deal in 2 weeks. And there's been a struggle. I'm helping you guys to realize, hey, where are we missing? Are you missing this module or this step or this step or this step? And then I'm not just saying, hey, screw you. I'm saying, okay, well, what do we got to do? Now let's come up with a solution. Okay. You missed that. So that's the game. Is like, at the end of the day, you want to point this out to them to show them that it actually isn't the leads. It's not the leads. And in this case, it's not the process. The process works. That's number one. And then once we've separated that, let's go to work. Let's go to work on finding solutions. Okay. And again, as unfortunate or fortunate as it is, if you want to keep a client long-term, they have to make money. Okay. Because eventually they will cancel. And I've had clients where they suck at closing and whatever, and they don't follow up and the whole deal. And they also suck at seeing how much money is going out the door. And so they've stayed with me for a year and come to find out they aren't closing any leads, but they're also just as bad at not following up with their leads as they are as following up with the people they're paying. And so then one day you get this random text and you think they're completely happy and they're like, hey, we want to cancel. And you're like, what? You haven't said one word. And then they finally dug in and now they think that the leads are shit. And again, because you weren't proactive. So takeaways, don't oversell. Make sure the clients are getting 2 touches per month when they're in that beginning contract, or it's a pre-sale / not ranked already. Have a plan for those touch-ins, those check-ins. And I got to quit saying touch-ins. Then when you do have those check-ins, make sure that you're getting enough leads. Okay. And then diagnose the problem of where you're going wrong, why they're not making money, and then come up with solutions. And as a bonus tip, create videos that you can just send as links.